Alright, it's high priest on this beat. One down, Babylon, run it down, run it down. Ego. Alright, let's go in. Check it. Living life in an exalted dimension, and changes trying to hold me back like detention. Police start shootings without questions. Oneness with God, my spirit is ascended. I said indigo child, suppress the emotions from acting wild. Under duress, when brought to trial, so defined, they copy my style. And if I die tonight, bury me a cheat. That's the only remedy to set my soul free. Mental slavery prohibits the third eye to see. Once conscious, the darkness is easy to reach. I ain't wanted physically to teach. The good shepherd came for the sheep. If I'm broke, then I forfeit my seed. The high priest delivering lyrics that are deep. As an indigo child, chant the song out loud. My children, the time is now. As an indigo child, chant the song out loud. My children, the time is now. Alright, verse 2, let's go. Night codes, transmitted from the stars, preserving gorilla glue in pickle jars. Astral projected like an avatar. I trust the friends who let me down. Life is superficial in London town. Sometimes my brain just wants to break down. Which occurs when losing focus. Become reborn like the lotus. While I dematerialize and transform into ether. A natural procedure, healing music for the receiver. Pause, ask yourself, are you a believer? Fact, life will get a little better with patience. As you build to become one nation. No Satan's power is your temptation. So never lose concentration of your own creation. Chant the song out loud. My children, the time is now. As an indigo child, chant the song out loud. My children, the time is now. As an indigo child, chant the song out loud. My children, the time is now. My children, the time is now. Stand up and face reality and conquer your own destiny. The Most High, El Elyon, Amun, Allah is watching and guiding us to our destiny. Always have faith and unconditional love that seeks salvation within thyself. Ishq, or divine love, was incubated in everything that exists. All is in all, nothing can be added or taken from the all.
Amun. Nothing can be taken from the all. I.e., what's in your life is supposed to happen. You're not supposed to be scared of life. You're just supposed to go through it and gain from life, no matter what situation it is. You're done, no Metascience. Freedom. Come on, freedom. Metascience. Freedom, like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got paid. Freedom. Come on, freedom. Metascience, freedom. Come on, freedom. Metascience, freedom. Freedom. Stay with your chest, freedom. freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fist in the air to show that you care. Worst nightmare, let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that has treated us unfair. First solution is up. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The tell broadcaster news that is I'm the high priest. When I get high, I levitate. When it was over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. Metascience soldiers and his freedom fires. Concentrate. No else, only wins. Destroy the evil that is within. Freedom, 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 freedom. Like a runaway slave. Freedom, like I just got freedom when I'm smoking the J. Freedom, every single day. Let me hear you say freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. Freedom, 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 freedom. Come on, freedom. Pump your fist in the air to show that you care. And the freedom fires are the worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear this new world order that has treated us unfair. First solution is up. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 freedom. I can't hear you. Freedom. Say it with your chest. Freedom, freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my say freedom. All my brothers. Like a runaway slave, freedom. Like I just got paid freedom. When I'm smoking the J, like freedom. Every single day. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. You know, that I be someone else superhero in these streets, delivering street prayers for the children that are not deceased, for living real life 6 feet deep, idolizing drill rappers, then becoming brainwashed like sheep. Post-colonial mindset forces the young soul to carry a tech. What's happening, bro? Where did the love go? Things ain't what they used to be. Children, stop the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. Here you go. I pray someone else feels your pain. Your man keeps hurting you because he's insane. Pack your bags and leave him to catch an next train. Or if it is an emergency, I pray someone will pay for your plane. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. And as for your man, listen to me, boy, you come correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the grand architect Metascience. I pray someone else on the mission to protect and collect the queens that are in neglect. Yeah, I'm talking to you queens that are in neglect. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beef. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Metascience. Let's go. And queens, are you ready for the revolution on the 10th of December? Let me hear you say, hell yeah! Are you ready? I'm ready. Let's go. Metascience. Let's go. Marching in the streets because we're tired of the elite. The revolution's not complete until the 1% admit defeat. Real talk, Metascience. The government is the oppressor. First giving us high blood pressure. The revolution's now or never. So let's destroy Babylon together. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution. Time's up now cause it's revolution. And the days is here cause it's revolution. Stopping in my big black boots cause it's revolution. Queens, are you ready for this revolution? Kings, are you ready for this revolution? Let me say revolution. Come on. Revolution, revolution. Revolution, revolution. Revolution, revolution. Revolution. Hey, high praise someone else, man. You're hyped up tonight. You're damn right, high praise someone else hyped up tonight. But before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Amun, Allah, Subhanahu Ta'ala, and Yon El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, and you Enki, Ma'at, Rastafari. Highly Celestia, Metascience, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors, and my Metascience soldiers, and my freedom fighters. My name is the High Priest of Welcome to the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest someone else live and direct in 4K vision, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in YouTube Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian space, L, which is spelled E for El Elyon, and L for love. As you click search, you will see the High Priest someone else YouTube channel. Smash that red button that says subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when High Priest someone else dropping new content, because High Priest someone else dropping content because it's coming to the end of the year. We've got the Revolution Project coming soon. We're still to announce a date when it's going to be available on all streaming platforms, but it's still available on hard copy or by digital download at metascienceministries.co.uk for a Christmas present, a Kwanzaa present, a Hanukkah present. You get me? Metascience. Let's go. Shout out to Dino, shout out to Sam Mantha, shout out to Tasha, shout out to Cutter Chase, shout out to everybody that's in the Instagram. If you want to see High Priest someone on Instagram Live as well, all you have to do is go onto Instagram, type in the Instagram search engine, high_priest_720, which is spelled high as in H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for El Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720. And as you click search, you will see High Priest someone else Instagram page. Follow the High Priest someone else. The High Priest someone else will follow you back. You are done now, Metascience. Let's go. So now, tonight, man's mouth was dry, you know. Dry. My days. Boy. Anyway, let's get back into it. So yeah, okay. So tonight, right now, on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, the temperature right now in London is 0 degrees. 0 degrees, you know. 0 degrees, blood. What? That means it's going to be snowing if it rains tonight. It's going to be icy tomorrow. People are going to have to wake up extra early to de-ice their car. 0 degrees. They were saying by the end of the week it's going to get to these levels. It's already here. It's already here. So bad thing. So make sure You're wrapped up tightly tonight. You get me? Because if you go outside, there's a possibility you might die. And that's mental science. In the realist, you're done, no mental science. Now, what else? Also, don't forget, High Priest Someone Else performing live next Saturday on the 17th of December at the Dubai Lounge in Plumstead Road, Woolwich, SE18. You can take a Elizabeth line to Woolwich Arsenal. That's the closest station. And get and see High Priest Someone Else performing live and direct. Also dropping the Revolution project there, possibly the uncensored Freedom Fighter version that you cannot play anywhere unless you're a true freedom fighter. You follow that. Tickets are about $9.75 on Eventbrite. Support High Priest Someone Else. Support the community. Support mental science. Support truth, justice, and righteousness. You're done, no mental science. Let's go. Also, High Priest Someone Else said, yeah, there's the Revolution mixtape available on metascienceministries.co.uk. Check out the website. There's also t-shirts, other mixtapes available, like the Conscious Tape, Slugs of War, Freedom mixtape. You're done, no mental science. Support that High Priest Someone Else and the best you can. You get me? Because the High Priest Someone Else supports you coming on this radio station. You're done, no mental science. So now the time is 8:41. We're just warming up now. Because like what we said, it's 0 degrees outside. It's not a joke out there. You might die. Real talk. What we're going to talk about tonight, we've got a special topic that we want to talk about that we're going to get into shortly. I believe that things are heading to the worst. Like, everybody can see it now. You get me? You don't have to be crazy to see it anymore. Like, everybody is feeling the pinch. You get me? Like, it's peak, and people's integrity is getting thrown in the bin as well. You follow that, and it's disappointing because it's like when you check yourself and you see, like, you want to be the best you can be, and others is like being obstacles or barriers for you to achieve your objectives, and as a result, one can be depressed because of that situation. But you have to rise above it because God's plan is the only plan. You follow that for you. There's no other plan but the Most High's plan. You get me? Because nothing on this earth is guaranteed. Everything is all illusion. And you just have to keep having faith in the Most High. Now, I Priest Someone Else wants to say a couple of prayers. We haven't done this for a long time on the radio, but I believe like it's time to get back into it. So we'll say our prayers now. And the first one that we're going to do is Psalms 91. In the Metascience version. So let's go Metascience. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon shall abide under the shadow of El Shaddai. I will say of Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, the Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress. My Amun Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai. Elohim, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I deliver him. I'll set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. That was Psalms 91. High Priest Amun hopes that you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we're not playing anymore. Like, we have a duty on the radio to deliver the prayers, to deliver the healing, to deliver the high energy, because some of us are in a low frequency, and we have to remember who we are. Remember who you are. You're done now, Metascience. So the next prayer that we're gonna do is Psalms 73. Let's go. Sorry, I beg your pardon. It's Psalm 71. Let's go. In thee, O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Alkid. Hold on. Sorry. Again, I see someone else getting into the prayer, but let's just keep it simple. In thee, O Elohim, do I put my trust. Never let me be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man, for thou art my hope. O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou art my trust from my youth. By thee I have been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels, and praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not off in time of old age, forsake me not when my strength faileth. For my enemies speak against me, and that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, be not far from me. O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed by our adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with the reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation for all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I'll go in the strength of Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous work. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, O Atum-Re, Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. O Atum-Re, Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai. Elohim is very high, who has done great things. O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai. Elohim, who is like unto me, valve which has shown me great and sore trouble, shall quicken me again, and shall bring me again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I'll also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth. O Atum Re, Amun Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai. Elohim, unto thee will I sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel, Metascience. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. Metascience. I pray someone else. Hopes you felt that prayer in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Again, we have to pray. Yeah, we cannot skip the prayer, because sometimes we get big-headed and believe that we can do it without God. And then when we get into trouble now, we want to come back crying to God and saying, can you help me? Can you help me? No, it don't work like that. Like what we said in previous shows, you have to remember the Most High for the Most High to remember you. You follow that. We have the free will to do that. So the Most High can only judge us to our ability that we are aware of. And if we are aware of certain things, then the Most High is aware of that we are aware of certain things. You follow that Metascience. So now we've done our Old Testament prayers. We're going to move on to the New Testament. We're going to go to the Lord's Prayer. High Priest someone else a bit rusty, but usually we know the Lord's Prayer where it is Matthew, let's see, Matthew 6. You see, this is what we're saying. Yes, so Matthew 6, verse 9. So the Lord's Prayer, and it goes like this. After this manner, therefore pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Amun Metascience. Now, High Priest someone out delivered the Lord's Prayer from the New Testament. Hope you felt that with your soul, your heart, your spirit. Like what we said, we want that motivation. We need to be on our levels. We can't be slipping anymore, because like there's a war outside, and it's not good out there. People are getting slaughtered mentally, physically, spiritually out there. You follow that, and High Priest someone else, no exception. You follow that. So we have to be on point, have our spiritual armor on, and our sword of righteousness. You follow that Metascience. Like the High Priest someone else can only tell you what he's going through. You follow that. Every time we're on the radio, there's no script. We're just telling you, we're just bringing what from outside onto the radio with the Metascience, or we're telling you what the Metascience is happening. And right now, for everybody, like we're going through it, but we're gonna survive it, because like what we said, we came here for a purpose, and we have the strength and the capacity to complete our missions on planet Earth. You're done now, Metascience. So now we're gonna move on to our Muslim prayers. And the first one is Al-Fatiha, which is the first surah, the Quran, and then we're gonna start in the Arabic and then translate into the English. So it goes like this. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. Amen. So that was in the Arabic, and now we're going to translate it into the English, and it's like this. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you have displeased with, or those you are astray. So that was Surah Al-Fatiha, the first surah in the Quran. And the last prayer we're going to do is Surah Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity. And this is for my Muslim brothers and sisters, especially my Muslim brothers and sisters who are in jail and have no imam or sheikh in jail. High priest, someone else got you. You get me? So let's do this. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. Okay, so that was Surah Al-Ikhlas in the Arabic, and then in the English it's like this. In the name of Allah, the most merciful, most compassionate. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had no offspring, nor he was born, and there's none comparable to him. So yes, High Priest Amun Al delivered the Muslim prayers for tonight, and High Priest Amun Al hopes you felt those prayers in your soul, in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Like what we said, we don't play when it comes to the prayer, when it comes to righteousness, when it comes to God, when it comes to the Most High, because we have to remember the Most High has done miracles in our life, things that cannot be explained, but only through the Metascience. You're done now, Metascience. Let's go. So now, before we get into the prayer, the last prayer, the most important prayer, the Metascience prayer, we have to remember that nothing lasts forever in this world, and that we should cherish our family, cherish our children, because when it's time to die, it's time to die. You get me? And you don't want to be living life in regrets. And I, peace of one, I'll keep it 100 all day, every day. You're done now, Metascience. Let's go. So we are going to do the Metascience prayer. Okay, let's go. We give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Adyon El-Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al-Qadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Pata, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Metascience, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the Most High. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and the cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our loved ones, for our here and on the other side. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us grace in our lives. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for knowing what is right for us. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the forgiveness for our sins. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the mercy upon our souls. We also give thanks to the Most High for giving us the ability and strength to be able to survive in these times. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the unconditional love that we receive in every breath that we take and every moment that we live. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us, and also being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen. Amun Asheo. Metascience. Now, that was the Metascience prayer. The high priest Amun, I hope you felt that prayer in your heart, in your bones, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. The time now is break time. We're going to be back after the news and views and commercials. So stick around. Tell everybody to tune into OmegaFMradio.co.uk. You're done now. Metascience. Let's go.
Amiga Radio, 104.1 FM. News and views around your community.
This is the AmigaRadio.co.uk news at 9.
The RMT thinks a resolution to the pay row and the rail dispute is further away. The union claims there won't be a revised offer for a month of walkouts rather than talks. The group, which represents the company, says it needs to focus on providing certainty for passengers over Christmas. It's not good news either for travellers landing in the UK on 8 days this month. Border Force officials are striking. Mark Sawaka heads up their union, the PCS, and says roughly 1,000 members are involved.
These are the people who check the passports of arrivals, and obviously, given our high level of union membership there, we would expect that will cause significant disruption and delays at the airport.
Environmental campaigners are furious with the government's decision to approve a new coal mine in Cumbria. They argue
things are terrible. People now are skeptical of going on holiday because of what's going on, man. It's just a joke thing now.
Her town should move to renewables.
Whitehaven should be making solar panels and new ways of doing things, but instead they're trying to sell the local people on the idea that there's money and there are jobs around coal.
The government says the coal is needed to make steel in the UK and would otherwise be imported. A group representing pharmacies claims there are blips in the supply of liquid penicillin, often given to children to treat strep A, but ministers insist there's no shortage of antibiotics. A man has been charged with a public order offence after an egg was allegedly thrown at King Charles in Luton yesterday. It follows a similar incident in York last month. New research claims dinosaurs were not in decline when a huge asteroid hit the Earth. The findings provide the strongest evidence yet they dominated the world until their mass extinction. That's
Amiga, you're the thinking people station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. Omega management team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management team.
Queen ranking everybody, east, west, north and south, first 60 plus birthday celebration. A night of Caribbean buffet dinner, comedy, show and dance on Saturday 17th of December at the sophisticated Cavendish Banquet in Hall, Edgware Road, Collindale, NW95AE. Dinner served at 7, showtime at 10 with comedy from your host Mr. C. On live PAs from Janet Lee Davis and JJ Pontis. Then we party till 4 a.m. with David Rapp, Jam Rodiger, Backband Sound, Senator B, Music Lover, and now added to the bill, JB Crow, playing on Jenny and Two Magic Sound. Tickets including dinner £50, show and dance £30, dance only £20. Available online from Access UK Tickets.co.uk or from Hawkeye Supertone. 036.
So yeah, we're just waiting now for the news and views to finish. Got about 6 minutes to go. We're gonna get into the topic. Do you have trust issues? Yeah, it's a deep topic. I pray someone else can relate to it. Like today's just been today's just been like really bad. A lot of shit going on, bad shit. And I'm just like, I had enough. You know what I mean? I've had enough. You know what I mean? Like you do your best, yeah, to like make things right, and then people want to take advantage of you. You follow that? You might compromise yourself for someone that you care about, or it's like you're being coerced to do something, and then they're not true to their word and that. But yeah, so all of that will come after the news and views about 5 minutes from now. I appreciate got no work tomorrow. It's gonna be chilling. It's long things, man. Also, the laptop on the YouTube live, it might go down. So if you want to tune into omega.fmradio.co.uk, if you're on the YouTube. Who's hungry right now? I put someone else hungry. Starving. We only had breakfast today. But yeah, man. Got about 2 minutes left before we go on air. A lot of ads. So, yeah, we're getting ready now.
20 years ago, I helped create a gang called the Crips. Today, I'm speaking to you from Death Row. I never imagined that the Crip gang would spread throughout California, throughout the nation, throughout the world. And I deeply regret the legacy that it left, because it left a legacy of genocide, black on black genocide. And I apologize for my part in it. But I am deeply encouraged to see you here today. That lets me know that I'm not alone in deeply regretting this legacy and seeing it for what it is. And no one can have a better influence on gang violence or gang culture than gang members themselves, and therefore best positioned to reverse this course of violence. But we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness, because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude, if we were as people, is to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy, the legacy of peace.
All right, and welcome back to the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship radio show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also YouTube Live and Instagram Live. You can see High Priest Amun L live and direct in 4K vision on his YouTube channel, Amun L, or on Instagram at high_priest_720. You're done now, Metascience. So now, High Priest Amun L's got one last final question. Are you ready for the Metascience Ministries main event tonight on Omega FM Radio.co.uk? If you are, let me hear you make some noise. Metascience. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the High Priest. And tonight, we are going to have our main event on the Metascience Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship show. Now, the main event will require you to pay attention attentively. Now, if you're ready for the Metascience Ministries main event, let me hear you say, Metascience! Tonight, do you have trust issues? If you do, the High Priest someone else got the solution to those trust issues. Now, this is an interesting topic tonight, because High Priest someone else hasn't been having a lot of trust issues lately, especially when it comes to money. When it comes to money and trust issues, it can turn very fatal real quick. And High Priest someone else believes that you should be going with your gut instinct. And what is your gut instinct? Your gut instinct is that feeling you have inside of yourself, possibly your intuition, telling you about that person, or being true, the true self, the higher self. You follow that. And as a result, you should be wary and attentive and have discernment. Because sometimes when you trust the wrong person, they can cost you your life. You follow that. And High Priest someone else been through it a lot. That it's almost cost him his life, or it has cost a lot of his life. But no more of that life. Now, problem with trust is you have to earn it. And when you earn the trust, it can go in an instance. It can disappear like it was burnt by fire. You follow that? All that hard work and one slip up, that person can never trust you again. 100%. They will never trust you 100%. And the solution to the trust issue is always be honest. Be honest in every situation. Because if you're not honest and that person finds out, it becomes a sticky situation. You follow that? Metascience. What does High Priest Amun mean that it becomes a sticky situation? Well, he means that no longer is a kosher situation, no longer is a halal situation, no longer is a genuine situation with that person. There's always going to be doubt, and there's always going to be that fear of you're going to be let down. Now, when it comes to gaining someone's trust, it can be expensive. Because more time, trust comes from a financial perspective, a financial perspective, i.e., it's all about the money. Because more time, friends and family will be like, can you borrow me money? And I'll pay you back. And then you're like, but look how I've been working so hard, and you want me to give you your my hard-earned cash to you, and you're gonna give it back. Samantha says, and people need to stop having babies by accident. Yeah, we'll get to that one. We'll get to that one, Queen. Don't worry about that one. We'll get to that one. Let's finish with the money aspect first. So, what are we saying? Yeah, so with the money, like everybody wants you to give them, but some people have got an evil and cunning heart, and they will take your money and not give it back to you. You follow that? They'll say, yeah, give me like, aren't you gonna trust me? You know me so well, but you've been to my house, you know where I live, etc., etc., etc. And then you give them the money, and then they F off. You know what I mean? You try and contact them, like you lose contact, or they block you on their phone, or you go to their house, they're no longer living there. You get me? It's like it was all planned. And it's all because of greed. And the problem with that is that now you have a trust issue with everybody because it's happened to you, and it's now become like a conditioning where everybody that you come in contact with and wants money, it's like you cannot trust them. It's like there's a prejudice behind it because of what you've experienced. And it's disappointing, but it's the reality of life. And sometimes, yeah, you have to be hard because especially in these times, no one can afford to lose their money or waste their money. You follow that? Is that real? So anyway, let's move on. Samantha said that people need to stop having babies by accident. Now, how is this a trust issue? I priest someone out about babies having babies by accident. The problem is, why it's a trust issue is sometimes the people that are in the relationship, hold on. the people that are in the relationship weren't sincere in the beginning. You follow that. And when you have trust, the trust from the beginning, sometimes you're naive and gullible and believe in the lies or in your partner telling lies that, or even a peer pressure, almost like a bullying in certain situations. But the trust issue with the babies by accident is a deep one, because it's like, if your partner, let's say, didn't gas you up and say that you're going to be with them forever, you're not going to cheat and stuff like that, it becomes like a fantasy. You believe in the illusion. Now, Samantha says sometimes we are empathetic towards the person and go into the rabbit hole with them. Now, what do you mean by the rabbit hole? Like, because when I look at a rabbit hole, it's very dark and you can't really see what's going on unless you've got good vision, like a rabbit, and they eat carrots and that. But yeah, like, I believe that, or I pre someone else believes that when it comes to that trust issue, it's like we've been manipulated with our emotions. Who agrees with High Priest someone else? Also, don't be shy. You can call 0753 9968143 or text 0753 9968143 if you want to come on the radio on air and reason with High Priest someone else. You're done now, Metascience. So now the laptop is about to die. We've got about 20% left. So like what we said on YouTube, if you want to switch onto omegafmradio.co.uk or 104.1 FM in London, West London and Northwest London, and a bit of Southwest London, and a bit of North London as well, then you can listen to High Priest Someone Else live and direct. And also shout out to everybody who has listened to High Priest Someone Else in their cars. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in to High Priest Someone Else in their warm, comfy homes. Like what we said, it's about 0 degrees, 1 degrees on average in London. It's crazy. You can literally be an icicle, a human icicle. Now, High Priest Someone Else, I was just thinking about something that he's got already patterned, so he's happy. He just needs to get a drink, a nice soft drink we're talking about, and then we're good to go. So yeah, so anyway, moving on with the trust issues. So High Priest Someone Else got a couple of stories. It's like today, yesterday, in fact, because it started yesterday. High Priest Someone Else had a job. Okay, let's see what Sam's saying. Instead of having empathy and going into the whole with them, we need sympathy and call for more help and not go down with them. So you're saying you change this empathy into sympathy. Empathy is a stronger emotion than sympathy. Sympathy is like, you hear them, you hear what they're saying, and you're sorry for them. But empathy is like, you feel what they're saying, and you don't want them to be feeling that way anymore, because you know that feeling. And you're saying, like, being empathetic is more proactive than being sympathetic. That's just how we will put it. And to be honest, I mean, it's down to each individual's position and how they got into the relationship. Because, like, sometimes certain things happen for a reason, and you cannot reverse them because it's irreversible. It was meant to happen. The energy was put in place for that to happen before it was even physical, i.e., the spiritual energy was already put in place for that to happen. There was a contract on the other side for that event to happen. And with that trust issue, it's a deep trust issue because it's like you've made something on the spiritual realm where it may not seem righteous or it was supposed to happen on the physical, but it happened in the spiritual because it happens in the spiritual before it happens in the physical. You follow that. So with that trust issue, it can go in two ways, depending on how you see it with the Metascience. You follow that, or if you have clairvoyance. Because one can see it as a blessing and one can see it as a curse. You follow that. In a blessing or in a gift is in the long term. How it changed you, how it evolved your spirit and your soul and how you're living your life. And then the second, as in the curse, is how you see it in the short term, i.e., what's going on in the right now, in the moment. You follow that. So that's High Priest someone else's perspective on that one. But yeah, so we had a story to tell. Hold on. Yeah, we had a story to tell. So yesterday, High Priest someone else was told to go to a job in Ladbroke Grove. Yesterday, and the agency was like, yeah, you want a job, yeah, we got the job, yeah, can you get there, we're gonna give you the big money, yeah. And you know, High Priest someone else said last week it's difficult to get work. It's peak. Like, job is not stable, especially because it's Christmas. Especially because everybody's on strike, etc. So yeah. So when we got the confirmation for the job, it was like all set in stone. You know what I mean? The agency was telling High Priest someone, oh yeah. Like, this is the address tomorrow. Be it here this time. Are you gonna get there? Then they did another confirmation text. Are you still coming? High Priest someone else like, yeah, I'm coming. And then and then you get me. It's all good. Last night, like, it was like so good. Even High Priest someone else had a different job. Could have went Slough today, but we were confident that we had no trust issues with this agency because the agency's never let High Priest someone else down. You follow that? Now, the next day or this morning, the agency again sends a text to High Priest someone else saying, are you coming? Just checking if you're coming. And High Priest someone else, okay. He never saw the text, but he did respond to the text. And if it was that deep, the agency would have called High Priest someone else. You follow that? This is now where we're getting to the crunch of what of trust issues. The agency would have called High Priest someone else and be like, yo, wait! How come you're not answering the text? Are you still going to work? Because they want to get paid. They want to make sure you turn up. So anyway, when High Priest someone else saw the text, he responded as quickly as possible. And there's not even been a response till this minute. Right now, there's still no response to that text. So anyway, we ended up in Ladbroke Grove, or Grove for the man there. Yeah? And when we were in Grove, all right, fair enough. We couldn't find the place. But we eventually found it. And then there was another guy. There was another worker with the people. However, the plant never arrived, i.e. the plant, the machine. It never arrived. And they were just waiting. It was Pimlico, in fact, Pimlico Plumbers. You know, that little franchise, that little firm. Well, not a little firm, it's a big firm, but to be honest, it's just London and that. They're not national, they're not international like that, but they're okay, they're decent. Yeah, they're just more for the domestic thing, not for the commercial. But yeah, so there, I see the guy or the people there. They're like, oh, I'm like to them, oh, are you here for the cherry picker or for the job? They're like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, I'm the driver. And they're like, no, we've already got the driver. And I was like, what? Not this again. Not this again. The agency sending 2 people, 2 workers. And it's like, bruv, we spoke on the phone. We agreed that man is coming. You get it? Like, we agreed from the get-go. Like yesterday, High Priest, someone else sending you text saying, bruv, man needs some work, you know. You get me? Like, man is desperate out here. And you already know the situation. And to be doing that screw up like that is unacceptable. And the thing is, because you're dealing with all these Cockney geezers and these criminals in construction, whether it be blue-collar criminal to white-collar criminal, they will get away with it. Even the judge has told High Priest someone, oh, you see that construction? We don't even know how you get your money because it's all dodgy. Even the judge has told High Priest someone, oh, they cannot calculate how much money these Garys are making through construction because it's difficult. Mad thing, innit? So anyway, so the other guy, yeah, it's like some Eastern European, some like, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he's there being pally with the people then. He's saying he's been there since 7:30. Now, obviously the text said 7:30, but true say they always say 7:30, but they mean 8 o'clock. They just want you to get there half an hour on early, just in case you don't know where the place is and all them kind of thing there. So, High Priest someone else, he came about 8:15. Yeah, because remember, we're doing our job in the morning. We got the certified paper round in the morning, you know. Yeah, we're still doing that because that's certified. You get me? Anytime, any day. Yeah, that job is there. You see, that's now trust, no trust issues. You get me? Because man knows the people, them, man knows where they live, everything. And they show they've earned High Priest someone else's trust. That's why we respect the paper round. Anytime, any day. Because them man made High Priest someone else what he is today as well. So shout out to them, man. Like Bav and that. Anyway, yeah, so the guy that was there at the job through the agency, he rang the agency. And then the agency obviously said that they were going to sort it out. And they never got back to any of us. Now, the problem is that High Priest I was waiting. Everybody was waiting. And the job just looked like it wasn't even meant to be honest. That it wasn't going to happen. Because the machine didn't even arrive. High Priest was waiting at least a good hour. The people, Pimlico, were waiting. The agency never even called any of us back. And it was freezing, like what we're saying, it's like 0 degrees right now. And it was about that same 0 degrees in the daytime. High Priest I was just standing like you get me, like some punts. And nothing's really happening. Shout out to Lady M on the Instagram. So, okay. So the laptop's gonna die now. So we're off the YouTube for now.